And then next thing you know, his chest is out. And I'm like, and I see his chocolate chips. I was like, Hobie.
Which I never thought I would see. So
Never.
Can we just start there? Because I never in a million years would I ever think that I would see Hobie like that. I said, oh, this is horse salt.
No, yeah.
Okay, this what we doing?
Welcome to another episode of You Grow Girl podcast. I'm your host, Stacey C. I hope that you all enjoyed the last episode on grieving your relationships. Today, we are doing something a little different and honestly a little fun. We're talking BTS, the Arirang World Tour, and everything that comes with being a fan in the middle of all of it. The predictions, the surprise songs, the looks. Yes, we're talking about Jimin's hair, but we're also going to go deeper than just the concert talk. Because here is the thing. Fandom is not just entertainment. It is a connection. It is community. And for a lot of us, it is tied directly to our mental health and emotional well-being in ways we do not always stop to think about. So today, we are covering both sides of it. We're going to react to everything happening on this tour right now, and then we're going to get into some real conversation. Parasocial relationships, why we feel so connected to people we never met, and how K-pop shows up in our own healing, our own coping, and our own growth. Whether you're here for the BTS tea, or you're here for a deeper conversation about fandom and mental health, or honestly both, this episode is for you. I would like to welcome my guests back, Ondreea and Courtney. You want to say hi to the people?
Hi, people. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me again, Stacey.
Thank you for letting me come back
You're
and play on your face some more, Stacey.
Yes, it's your third time.
I know. Oh my gosh. They're going to be like, you ain't got nobody else you can talk to? Damn.
So let's jump right into the tour, okay? Because we've been loving this Arirang tour with BTS and everything that's going on with it. So, ladies, did you think they would perform solo songs or unit songs on the tour when they first started it?
I was hoping so. I was hoping for a couple, like solo songs or unit songs. Like, I wouldn't mind. I'm still hopeful. I would love to see Tear. I really would. But, I'll save my comments about the DJ for a little later.
What about you, Courtney?
I didn't think they would do solo songs. And the only reason I thought that is because quite a few of them have had their own tour. So I thought that they would be like focusing back on the group. So I was like, I would be surprised because there are some solo songs that I love, like My Time by JK and like Filter by Jimin. Had they done that, I probably would have lost my mind even more. But I didn't think they would be doing solo songs. I was praying that they wouldn't piss me off.
Hoping that they would do some solo songs because, I don't know if anybody's like you guys have watched JK and Jimin's show on Disney Plus, the Are You Sure? And you saw how much in the second season that they love J-Hope's, what is it called?
Killing It Girl.
Killing It Girl. Yes, they kept doing it even in the stores. And they just especially Jimin. And Jimin even recorded himself doing it for their Instagram. And then we found out later that Jungkook was the one who recorded it. So I thought maybe they would do it, with those Jimin, the matinee line pretty much being his background dancers for that song. And I was, hoping to hear, I would love to hear Nuts live from Namjoon, anything that Youngie raps, because he makes me feel like a gangster when he raps anyway. So anything from any of his solo songs. And we've never heard Jimin. We've never heard him sing his songs live on a tour. So I thought that would be exciting. Or even Tae. Well, Tae did come out with Jin, but Jimin did not do anything.
He didn't. And I mean, I know JK had a short little press run, I would call it. But he didn't have a full-fledged tour before, he enlisted.
Right. But I'm loving it nonetheless. All right. Did you expect the set list to focus mostly on the new Arirang album or to include a deep dive into their older discography?
I think for me, it was a mix of both, but leaning towards more the new album since it was, title of the tour. But I do think we got a good mix of old and new songs, especially with the surprise song.
Right. What about you, Courtney?
I wasn't really sure what to expect because I kind of expected both just because they'd been like out of like commission for so long that they would want to do like, older stuff. The surprise songs really surprised me because some of them songs they said they would never perform live. And then they had the nerve to do it. It's Namjoon. Because why does he keep telling him to spin that shit? Who are you talking to? Who are you feeling like?
It's both of them. Yeah.
Yes.
It's both, actually.
Both. BOF. Both of them.
Yeah. But the DJ is also easily swayed because there's people like I saw play run. And what did he do?
Played run.
He played run. So yeah, I said, okay. So you are easily swayed, sir. You got it.
Yeah.
Somebody need to fight him. I don't know. Because what do you mean?
Jumped, if you will.
I mean, I got a homegirl. You got a homegirl. I know you got a homegirl, Stacey.
You're too old.
I'm never too old. I'm never too old to hand out fades.
I got a good 3 minutes and that's it. And I'm done.
Girl, 3 minutes is insane.
3 minutes.
I love how specific it is. She didn't say, I got maybe 10, 15. She said 3 is what you get.
3.
After I'm leaving. 3. All 3 minutes is what you get.
That's it.
Yes.
See it.
I really thought that they would, I guess, kind of like looking at their older tours. And I thought it would be a mix of some solo stuff, some unit stuff, like especially the old unit stuff, because this whole album is all of them for every song. So, and I thought they would do that, one, to give themselves a break, because if you're watching that tour, whether you're streaming it online, and they already know we're doing that because Sugar did say that the last concert or two.
Listen.
Or if you're there live watching it, they're tired. Like when I went to MetLife at day one, and Jimin laid on the stage for a while. He was tired. So I thought they would do like some unit songs here and there to give themselves a break. I don't know. I guess I was wrong.
Listen, you can never really anticipate what they gonna do.
Keep us guessing.
What member do you guys think has had the biggest moment on this tour?
Jimin and that hair.
Jimin,
I would
down.
Agree.
He don't care about nothing. He came out. He said, "Oh, what you guys are gonna get is long hair." You listen.
Yes, he is luscious hair.
Listen, and it just suits him so well. He ain't caught me, but I was like, stay over there. Stay right where you're at, buddy.
To my bias line.
Ooh, and as long as the tour has been going on now, so it's been like 2 or 3 months and things, I wonder how much of that is naturally his hair now, because his hair does grow pretty quickly. So I'm not thinking they're putting very many pieces in his hair for his look. And in the beginning of the tour, it was a lot longer, but I like what he's doing. He's like braiding it, and when he like not made fun, but like they told him to act like that guy from the soccer team. Was it Holland or something? And he did that, and and he knows that fans are poking fun at him about growing his hair long like Rapunzel. Because I remember Tay asked him in the live, how long are you going to grow your hair? He said, like Rapunzel, like the fans want me to. He is having fun with it. And he's some of those looks, he's starting to look like a prince. I was like, okay, Jimin.
Some of those clips.
No one is safe.
Yeah, I can definitely agree.
Yes. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing on TikTok, especially, a lot of people will be like, this is my bias and this is my bias record. And then you came and it's always Jimin. It is always Jimin. Jimin snatching women out here like infinity stones.
Not me.
I mean,
not me.
Well, he got me. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie. Yeah. I had to add him to my bias line.
But when he had that up on the side, I said, do I like this? Like, I like this. Go away from me with that pelvic sorcery. Go away from me with this Apollo.
Yeah.
He does look like a fairy.
Listen, he looked like meals ready by the time he gets home. He looks like I tuck him in the bed.
You tuck him in the bed. It's crazy.
Because like that, I was like, do you want me to pay your bills? Right.
What bill do you need paid?
Listen, do you want a snack? Are you hungry? Is this the kind of fabric softener you like? I just want you to be comfortable. And I had to tell him to go on. Wait, going on. This is a happy one-man home over here. Go on away from me with this. Him and that pelvic sorcery.
You forgot Namjoon.
Not please, but please, ma'am, please. It's too early. It's too early for us to be talking about Namjoon, sexy Namjoon.
Big Daddy June out here snatching women too. He out here, he's my bias, but he's out here,
he got me like
showing
this.
his arms and everything.
He got a little titty meat and everything. I said, oh. No, thank you,
Y'all
please.
know who else? Jin.
Jin,
listen. Yes, Jin's looking good.
Man. Jin looks so good.
Got me.
Listen. Yes. When he got out of the military, he went to
They
Fashion Week, had his chest all out.
With that white shirt, he sure did.
The blue shirt with the white shirt, red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, green shirt. He didn't know what to feel.
Yeah. Jin is looking really good. And people, they all the women love Youngie, because he keep getting proposed to and things. He's doing his thing too. And Tae's been looking good. I like Tae's changing his hair color, and red is his color. I just have to say, that is his color.
He's been taking me through it this tour. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes. And we got to talk about the baby. Well, he ain't a baby because his body don't look nothing like a baby.
That's a grown ass man,
respectfully bow out of this conversation. Respectfully bow out of this conversation.
I don't want to leave Hobie out because, okay, you know what? Let's just talk about all of them. Hobie out here showing his chest and everything. He, first it went a little bit of clavicle, and then next thing you know, his chest is out. And I'm like, and I see his chocolate chips. I was like, Hobie.
Which I never thought I would see. So can we just start there? Because I never in a million years would I ever think that I would see Hobie like that. I said, oh, this is horse salt.
No,
okay, this what we doing?
You gotta listen. You gotta talk. Listen, he's not Hobie. He's not Hope. He's horse salt because I never thought I would see his clavicle, let alone his nipples. I said, hello?
And I mean, he was out here.
Yeah.
That entire tour, he was out here. I said, oh my. I could not believe my eyes.
I was shocked. And my best friend who went with me to MetLife Day 1 had, she's not a BTS fan. And at the end of the concert that night, the two that drew her eye were Hobie and JK. Cause she was like, who's that one with, and she described his clothes and it was like flashing on the, their screen. And I was like, oh, that's Jungkook. And she told me she liked Hobie because, he could dance really good and everything. I was like, oh no. I said, he's the dance captain. I said, don't let that smile fool you because they scared of him.
Okay.
Shoot, I'm scared too.
She's scared of him too.
He scared me.
Me too. And I'm like, he is so, he has a warm smile, but I'm scared of Hobie.
Don't fuck up no choreo.
Unassuming. Oh, that's it.
Yes. Did y'all see, and this is so off topic, but whatever. Did y'all see the interview that they did with the British guy and Hobie was teaching him how to do the swim choreography and all the other members, well, Namjoon wasn't there because he was in he had a different podcast recording and all the other members were quiet and the guy didn't really get it right. And then Hobie was like, well, that's okay. And then the other members were like, okay. And
that's us.
Because they don't get that same... Listen.
It was like they were holding their breath thinking, Hobie's going to yell at him.
He's going to get cussed out.
It's okay.
Listen, if he'll side-eye... Y'all know how he be judging.
That side-eye is lethal. And he's side-eye Lil Nas X at the Gurneys. He said, no, he don't be playing them types of games. I don't even want to dance in his presence. We could be at a club.
Yes.
You're not going to judge me.
I love his side eye.
I'm telling you, it's lethal.
And I'm going to put this out here. They are my dream guests for my pod. And I know my pod is still growing, but they are my dream guests because I got questions I want to ask them. And, I want to be I want them to come on my show because I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere that they're going to be on my show one day. And I just want to have fun. Okay. Yes, I want it to be, it's for Army. It's for Army by Army. And, for me to be a small representation of Army and asking them questions. And I want them to have fun. And I want Namjoon to speak in Korean because I want him to be comfortable. So they don't have to speak in English if they don't want to. Read the subtitles.
I love that. I love that.
Right, right. But
before you do that podcast with them, before you do that podcast with them, Stacey, I need you to ask one question. Just one. It could be at the end. It could be at the beginning. I don't care when you ask it. I need you to ask them who they be feeling like. because what are y'all out here doing? Like, who are y'all? Y'all out here with these body rolls I ain't never seen. I don't even know how I survived watching the footage. And like, why do y'all look so good? Why did y'all all mature and look so good? And I just need to know who y'all are feeling like, because I myself feel personally attacked. Like, damn, what the baby do? Like, why am
I'm being jumped.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
to survive this.
They got out of the military and it was just like all bets were off.
Big time.
It was turning over tables and everything.
Yes. And have you seen like them lifting their shirt? Okay, first of all, let's go before I talk about lifting their shirts. Do you think they were trying to pull each other's pants off at one point? Which concert?
I don't remember which one it was, but yes, it definitely it's always them. Like
the back nays.
It's been so much going on.
And I'm including Jin in that because we know.
Yeah, because he is one. He acts just like it.
They were trying to pull Namjoon's pants down. He grabbed somebody and he was trying to pull their pants. I was like, well, I know Tay lied to us already and said part 2 was not about them taking their shirts off. So what is 2.0?
All men do is lie.
Taking their pants off?
All men do is lie. He lied.
Lies.
He absolutely lied because No More Dream. I was like, who are you feeling like? You ain't Jimin. I was flabbergasted.
What's right with him?
He really been out here.
Yes.
You
right. Talking about what's wrong with him.
I love it.
What's right with them? All of them is dead ass wrong.
They're having fun, and we're here for it. We love it, and they can keep having fun. I mean, the pants come down. I'm definitely gonna look, but I shouldn't be.
Yep,
but I am. And I can say that I am enjoying the abs too. So they can keep on lifting the shirts. I hope they lift their shirt tomorrow in Baltimore. It's supposed to be really hot, so they don't need to wear that many shirts anyway.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to talk about surprise songs since we've been talking about that. Let's get into that. Did you expect them to include surprise songs or random tracks in their set?
I did not. I do think it's a great addition because they've been changing it up every night. Like, I was hoping that they were going to perform Pied Piper. Granted, they didn't know the words that in Tampa. And same thing with Take Two, because I love Take Two. And I'm sitting up there watching them, and they're like, "Oh, this is a great song. What do you? Of course it is. Y'all don't know the words." I was flabbergasted, but yeah, they're like, "Oh, amazing song. Why do y'all like Pied Piper so much?" It is a diss track, but I love Pied Piper.
Yes.
The first time I looked at the lyrics, I was like, "Y'all are talking cash shit about me, ain't you?" I know a diss when I hear one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am enjoying the surprise songs. A lot of songs that I didn't think that they would perform, like I'm getting a chance to see them perform. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it.
Do you think with the remaining days, or the remaining North America tour, I should say, because they still have to go to South America and Asia, do you think we'll see some of those surprise songs repeated?
I think so, because they've repeated a couple so far. I kind of want to see like 21st Century Girl. I wouldn't mind like Converse High. I know it's a long shot, but I also wouldn't mind Home. I know they probably won't perform that because, the situation. And Let Me Know. I would love to see them perform Let Me Know. They have such a great discography.
There are a few I would like to see, like 21st Century Girl is one of my favorites. I've already seen my intro song into BTS, which is one of my favorite songs, Black Swan. I've seen that one, but like I don't know what they would do that would really surprise me other than like Dimple or Pied Piper, which is things that they've already done. So if I could see them again, that would be nice. I don't know. Like if Autumn Leaves came on or Butterfly, I'd be like, but they probably will. But I think what might happen is if they do them again in other places, like they might kind of like jazz them up, like razzle dazzle them so they don't feel repeated. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I'm like Ondreea. I hope that they do Home. I really hope to hear that tomorrow night.
Now you just hurting people's feelings.
Somebody needs a DJ. Take a sign. Show the DJ.
I guess I should. But I noticed that the DJ has been like kind of playing songs from people who have sound check. Because that's when, like, because I've been seeing people write or do TikTok posts and say that that's the DJ, and they'll be at sound check, and it's just some man walking by, and he's like looking at the signs, and they're like, that's the DJ, and they're showing the signs. So I'm wondering if he's taking suggestions from those signs and not so much when they show the fans other signs, later on in the concert. But I really hope Home, and I like the song Telepathy. I haven't heard them do that one. And Yoongi wrote that.
I don't think I have it.
And I would love to hear that. And I don't care what others. It is a song that I do not like from their discography, but I don't know if I'm brave enough to say it here, but I don't want to hear it no more.
So to me, I want to know what it is. Yeah.
Permission to Dance. I do not.
I never want to hear
like
that. No.
Permission to Dance.
No.
Okay.
No.
I had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry, BTS. I love BTS. I do not like that song. I love the sign language part of it. I like when they do that, but I don't like that song. And they did it one time for a surprise song. I was like, oh.
I'm going to be completely honest, and I'm sorry. Their like English songs, they're okay, I guess, but I prefer their songs like in Korean or I'm just gonna say that because Permission to Dance to me was not it. Butter grew on me, and Dynamite is just okay to me.
Listen, no one likes PTD. I don't even think they like it because it was bad. It was really bad. Because I had a friend when I first started listening to BTS, and when PTD came out, she called and she was like, so what do we think? I said, I'm going to just say it and I hope you don't get mad. I was like, I hate this. And she was like, oh my God, thank God I do too. Because I feel like because Ed Sheeran had a part of PTD, I feel like he owes me a fade because why would you do this? You know they don't sound like this. Now, I will say I don't mind the English songs, but fight me. Ed Sheeran owes me a fade for PTD. I know he's not the only writer, but why would you do this?
Right. And he was the only one I could think of too as far as writing that song. Like, okay. No. I was like, okay. No, thank you.
An avocado.
I think it is so funny too that not only they don't remember some of their lyrics to their songs. Like, I can't remember the song it was. Like, I think it was in Foxborough, and Tay didn't know the words, and because the audience was asking
Paradise.
him, so he was like, I don't know the words.
You know what?
Right. And JK had to look it up because somebody said that to him in one of his lives a long time ago. It was like something about a song about Paradise. And he was like, we got a song called Paradise. I'm like, wait a minute. You don't know that your songs are called and you don't know the lyrics. But the thing is also that I love is how surprised they are when we're like hype over certain songs. They're like, y'all love this? I'm like, heck yes.
They was real surprised about Pied Piper.
Yes. I'm like, oh, bro, that's what y'all do to us.
True men fashion, they forget.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like too funny. I think that is too funny though, that they don't know the lyrics to their songs and things. So, but I'm enjoying them and everything. So I want to get into now, since we talked about the surprise songs and some of the concert, are you ladies going to have an opportunity to get to a concert? Because I know they're doing 4 days in LA. They have a couple dates in Chicago, Toronto, Texas is coming up and everything. And we saw the whole with the tickets at Foxborough and how low those got. So do you ladies think that you're going to have an opportunity to go see them?
Unfortunately, not for me because they're not coming anywhere near me. I was really hoping for like a Georgia date. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, no, I won't be able to see them. But I've been watching faithfully through the lovely people who have been streaming on TikTok.
As we all have.
He hurt my feelings because I looked at SoFi and they're like, yeah, there's nothing available. And I was like, I don't even know why I looked. But I was just kind of hoping against hope. If not this one, then the next one. Because if I have to sell one of my siblings, I'm going. I know which one. There's 2 of them that are on the chopping block, so I got 4. We can be 3.
Yeah. Well, I have been fortunate enough to go to MetLife Day 1, and I got those tickets through when Ticketmaster did that whole resale of tickets, and you just had to put your credit card information in and say what section you wanted to be in, and I was lucky enough to get 100 levels seat, and it was right next to the tunnel where they ran out of, and I was so excited, and it was an amazing show. And I don't think I paid like a really bad price. It was like $500, a little less than $500 for 2 tickets. So I think that was a good price.
Not bad at all, especially for 2. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
For 100 level?
So yes.
Yeah.
I was in section 108.
Oh, that's right.
I don't remember my row I think it was row 26, if I'm not mistaken. It was like row 26 or something, and then seat 8 and 9, I think it was. So we had a good time. The energy was good in the stadium. The weather was wonderful. It didn't rain. It had a nice breeze going on. I didn't even really have to use my fan. So it was a wonderful, wonderful show. And the Baltimore show that I'm going to tomorrow, bought those during pre-sale, and I bought those like in a panic because, it was hard for me to get tickets and I didn't understand what to do. And I got nosebleed. And just 2 days ago, they put more seats on SeatGeek and I hesitated buying them. They were a good price. They were like, I'm going to tell you, they were like 200 level and it was like 182 a piece. And I hesitated because I was like, how am I going to get rid of my nosebleeds? And I shouldn't have worried about that time. And I didn't buy them. And when I decided I'm just going to go for it, they were gone. So I have not upgraded my seat. So I'm going to be in section 538 tomorrow night.
Hey,
that's okay.
At least you're going.
You still going to be in the building. And they might upgrade you when you get there. So you never know.
I'm hoping. Yes. And before we started recording the show, I did see some tickets were available for Baltimore day 1 and 2 on SeatGeek. So hopefully people will be able to get tickets if they, want them still. And I know that I was going to do a impromptu trip to Foxborough because the tickets were so low. Can we talk about that? Why do you girls think, or you ladies, not girls, sorry. Why do you ladies think that the tickets were so low for Foxborough?
I'm wondering if they were like holding the tickets for some reason and then like released them at the last minute and just put them that low in order for them to sell. But I kind of feel like even though it was packed, I feel like if that was the case, it kind of backfired a little bit because those tickets could have been sold if you would have released them.
True.
Yeah. I know for me, I almost bought a ticket. Like it was 100 level. It was like 127, 117. I think it was 117. And I was like, I'm buying this. So then that's when I was like texting you ladies and saying, hey, I'm looking for a flight and a hotel.
Listen.
And then I even looked at trains and I was like, the flight is more than the ticket. The train is more than the ticket. So then I'm like, just drive. And then I was like, it's a long ride. I mean, I could have made the drive, but I would have been by myself. So
yeah, that would have been a long drive, like by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, wow. And then a lot of people are like just saying that these ticket prices like this won't, go at other dates. They don't think it'll be like that, especially for like, LA and everything.
Oh yeah.
But it's amazing that these tickets are so low. I saw a girl on TikTok who said that she bought a ticket for $6. But it was like the show had started. $6.
Yeah. I saw some as low as $9. One girl posted. I was like, wow, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were that cheap.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, yes.
I guess it's good for those people who kind of go on a whim and it's like, hopefully they get a seat. Like they might not have a seat before the show and they just go to see if there's anything available. Mm-hmm. I guess it's good for them, but I was like, man, I wish I lived closer. Because for that price, man.
Yes. And I don't live that close to, MetLife or Baltimore. I mean, well, MetLife, I live 3 hours. I'm 3 hours from, New Jersey, New York, and 2 hours from Baltimore. So from Baltimore, I'm just driving and coming home. So I'm going to be stuck in traffic. And what's crazy? I just paid for my parking last night. So I've been procrastinating.
Girl.
Listen, at least you paid for it. Because at least you have guaranteed parking.
Yes. And it was expensive. So, because I was like, these concerts are during the week and everything. So I'm like, that parking is probably going to be crazy and everything, especially the traffic. Yeah. But let me say, it cannot be any worse than MetLife because I don't know if a lot of people know, but MetLife is right beside the American Dream Mall, which is a huge mall. I mean, They have a water park in this mall. They have Lego Land, I think it is, and something else to do with Sesame Street or something. I kept seeing it. I don't know. And then that was where I was supposed to go pick up my merch. And I'm in line to go pick up my merch. I mean, in line, like in traffic. And it's like not moving. Because you got people going to American Dream Mall and you got people going to the stadium. And some people actually parked in the American Dream Mall parking for the concert. It was crazy. I mean, they organized it, but I probably wouldn't have did the merch pickup in that mall.
Yeah.
It was
it's busy. That mall is huge.
At American Dream Mall? Oh, yes. People come to this mall to go on vacation. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it has so much to do in there.
Is it the Nickelodeon
yes.
place that's in there?
Yes.
Or something. They have like a bunch of stuff in there.
Yes. It's like a place in there for you to like, is it jet ski? It's either jet skiing, like not jet skiing, but like water boarding or snowboarding. One or the other is in there too. So this is a huge mall. Yes.
Yeah, it's huge. Yes. Definitely look it up. It's so much to do in there.
Yes. That traffic was crazy. Yes. But shout out to my Uber driver, Javier.
Got you through it, didn't he?
Listen.
Javier was from Dirty Germs. And Javier we learned that Javier was Colombian. He told us, he said, he was like, his English wasn't really good. And he said, all of this for K-pop? Because he asked us what kind of music. He's like, K-pop. And he's like, yes. And he told us that he used to listen to rock music like AC/DC, and he said Bob Dylan. That he said his hair was long when he was listening to this music. But Javier got us in and out of there. Girl, I know he picked me up at 6:05 from my hotel, me and my best friend. He got us there by like 6:50. Javier did not play. He was in and out of that traffic. I was like, okay.
Listen, I hope you tipped him well because he was gang for real.
I did.
He was.
He was for y'all.
Yes.
We love to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, Javier. He's like, you see them walking? They're walking. He said they should get an Uber. And he was right, because I looked on like the app as to where we were. It was like 30 minutes to walk. Even though you could see the stadium big as day and it looked like it was next to you. It's just because they had to walk around so much to get there. And I'm like, this is crazy.
That's just like Vegas. Everything is farther than what it seems, because Lord.
Yes.
Yes. And then like the concert started, it started late, but I had heard that a lot of times people were saying that BTS wouldn't start the concert until all of ARMY was in there. But I can say I spent like 55 minutes in line just to get some food. So once I got in the stadium, so it wasn't long to get in the stadium. I can say this. When the stadiums say do not bring certain things, don't bring it. Because I saw about 2 or 3 girls get put out of line and told to get out of line because they had brought bags that were too big, or they had other items that, wouldn't allow them to get in. And I'm like, don't do that to yourself, because then you're going to be crying and upset.
Yeah. So, you got to pay attention. That's something you got to make sure you pay attention to before you get there. Because what if they Uber? What were you going to do? Like throw your stuff away? Like, what would you do in that situation? And that's crazy.
I don't know.
Like, I wouldn't want to find out.
One girl had like a colored bag, and they told her, you can't bring this in here. And she said, you can just throw it out. And it was like a reusable bag. And I was like, girl, I don't blame you, because I would have been like, I got to get in that concert.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. But like I said, the process was really good, though. Like them getting everybody in, telling you how to sync your light stick. I know for Baltimore, they don't have the seating syncing, but at MetLife they did. They synced it to your seat. And I also heard that, BTS was waiting for it to get dark. Because I was like, well, maybe they don't want to do our concerts during the day like they had to in Europe. Because I was like, at least our sun does go down like around 8:30.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it started like 8:30, which was okay. And, it ended at 10:30. So it still was 2 hours and everything. But yes. So the concerts have been amazing. Like it's a really good show to see live. Really good. They have done a great job with that whole stage. It's beautiful.
Like, I love the stage setup. It just seems like you really don't have like a bad seat because of how the screens are set up. Like, it's perfect.
Yes. You can see them on every screen, which is wonderful. So I am interested, though, to see how it will look, because I had 100 level seats last weekend versus being up in the nosebleeds tomorrow. So it'll be interesting. So I'll definitely, take pictures to see if it really still is holding true that, it's still a good show anywhere you sit. So
are you going to try to get
really
day 2 tickets?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ondreea.
I said, are you going to try to get day 2 tickets?
No, because my best friend has to work. So no. And then my other friend, she lives farther than I do from me, but she lives like 3 hours from me. So no, I wouldn't have anybody to go with. So I'm not going to do day 2. So
go alone.
Go alone and have
so
a
I'm
ball.
hoping that I am. And maybe because it says on their tour website that it's more to come in 2027. So do you girls think that you'll try to hit up, if they come around local, somewhere else? Because a lot of people are saying
if I have
they're
to sell a kidney.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yes, listen, with bells on.
Yes. Because some people are saying they're hoping that they do Atlanta and everything.
That's what
since
I needed.
It wasn't there this time. And I'm thinking that some of their, the locations that they use, I think it might have been because of them being able to use the facility or the stadium, because it's so many tours going on. Usher and Chris Brown is playing MetLife this weekend. So, it's like a lot of tours happening and things. So I'm thinking the availability of the stadiums, might have limited where they could go.
Yep. And I think it rained. Oh, because Chris Brown and Usher, they were kind of pushed back an hour because it poured. I was like, ooh, that's the other thing about I feel like that's kind of like the downside of stadiums, like the weather, especially if the stadium doesn't have a cover. Like if it's covered, that's fine. But a lot of them aren't. So
right. And speaking of the stadium, I don't know what it is about MetLife, but Jungkook didn't use the drone. There was no drone from him at MetLife. So I'm hoping that at the M&T Stadium, at the Ravens Stadium, that he has the drone. Because I was like, there were no drones flying, which was weird. So maybe it was the how MetLife is or whatever. Or maybe they had jet lag.
Yeah.
It was like, they had just gotten back, from Korea. So I don't know. So hopefully. I hope the Ravens do give them some jerseys. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I hope they do because they're purple, So I was like, that'd be really nice if they wore the Raven jerseys, when they go change and stuff. So I'm hoping the Ravens do leave them some jerseys, some football jerseys.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
And they look so good in the jerseys.
So speaking of clothing, yes.
Even non-Jews?
No comment. No comment. No. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is.
Yes, they do. So speaking of their clothes, so what are we thinking about their overall looks, their stage outfits, their hair, their styling? We talked a little bit about that, but what do you ladies think about their clothes so far?
Whoever their stylist is, 10 out of 10.
Listen, hands across the board.
Yep.
She knew what the people wanted and she gave it to us.
Yep.
She knew.
And I'm going to assume it's a woman because,
Yes.
Appreciate you, girl, doing the Lord's work.
She knows what we want to see.
Your stylist is a man.
Oh, well, he knows what we want to see.
Yeah. Thank you, sir, for caring, but also not caring about my mental well-being, having him out here look like this. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate.
Yes. I like that we're seeing their arms out more, like Namjoon has his arms out, Tae's having his out, Jimin is taking off his clothes left and right and everything. So I think, that we're seeing, them be a little bit more, and they're wearing shorts, a lot of them now. I like that. And I like the shirts and the stylist is bedazzling them. I'm like, oh, that's cute and stuff. So I like that.
Yes, because Jin had
doing their big one.
pants. I loved them.
Yes. All right. So we talked a little bit about this, but how are we feeling about Jimin's hair? Are we here for it or not?
I love it.
Love. Please don't cut it.
I like it too. And the blonde hair suits Jimin. That's like his hair color. That's like his natural hair color.
It might as well
be. He looks like he could be a natural blonde.
Yes, that is Jimin's natural hair color. All right. Which member's stage presence has surprised you the most this tour?
I would say Kim Seokjin. He has really been out here. and I am here for it. Honorable mention, Jimin, the J's. Jin and Jimin.
Jungkook too?
The two J's. I don't have, listen, I don't have a dog in the fight with the little one. I'm good. I'm going to bow out gracefully.
I will say that Jin has been looking really good. Yoongi's arms is out. I live. And,
Yeah.
Mr. Big Body himself, Kim Namjoon, has looked, presentable.
Presentable is crazy.
Listen,
Presentable is crazy. That's the word choice you're going with?
Listen, I'm fighting for my life. I'm fighting for my life, okay? I'm struggling out here, girl. Presentable. I could have used different words. Fighting for my life.
Don't worry. 30 days of June coming. Don't you even worry about it.
Jesus be a fan.
I love it.
Guys, let me say this. Stacey volunteered to tribute to 30 days. No.
Word, you gonna need them. Mm-hmm.
You gotta send
made a playlist
on his. You gotta send extra on his birthday.
Now, Stacey, she don't need no help.
What you think?
Stacey, she don't
like
need
the
your help.
way you think. Don't you even worry about it.
September 12th
right now is growing. No flag on the play.
See, I can't be playing with Stacey no more because Stacey out here giving all types of ideas and whatnot. Listen, no,
and I like the way you think. Thank you.
Now, Ani, you don't have to listen to Stacey.
I do.
No, because now while Stacey does have a great idea, no, ma'am, please.
A wonderful idea.
Stacey, please.
October should be Jimin.
Oh no,
I'm trying to push intact on her. So it's gotta be
offense.
No. October is gonna be dedicated to P1 Harmony's Intact. This month is Jake from Enhypen. But what I should have done is this month should have been Intact because his birthday is at the end of the month. But it's okay because you're gonna get some Intact content on the 31st. Thank you, Stacey.
Truth is, I'm tired. Options are few. I tried to pray, but where are you? Please release me. Release me from the. He's here is crazy. While you plotting on my downfall.
Wonderful idea.
Don't tell her no more ideas. See, don't give her no more ideas.
Great ideas.
No, thank you. No, thank you. She said you got to say more on his birthday. Wait.
Yes,
absolutely. September 12th.
Big Daddy June.
Lord, I'm out here naked and afraid, Jesus. I'm out here naked and afraid. Lord have mercy. Don't you play on my phone next month, Ondreea. Don't you play on my phone.
I'm doing that anyway. Don't even worry about it. You're welcome.
What more do you want from me?
All right, Tyrese.
Listen, you out here got me quoting Tyrese. Heaven's gates, hell's flame. Y'all invited me here so y'all could play in my face. It's okay. It's okay.
I know we got so off topic. Stacey, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine, actually, because we can get right into the next topic because let's start with something almost every fan has felt, which we were just talking about, that deep connection to someone you never met. Can you, one of you ladies, explain what a parasocial relationship actually is in case listeners are not familiar with that term? Courtney said,
let me see. How can I feel like it's kind of like a one-sided
relationship,
emotional connection to someone who doesn't really, like, it's one-sided, like, the person doesn't know you. And I kind of feel like because, especially in K-pop, I feel like the companies kind of push that type of relationship, which fuels the delusion. So, yeah, but I just kind of feel like it's important, like, even though the company is, like, pushing for this type of connection, you have to know it's not mutual. Like, this is their job at the end of the day.
Right.
I hope that made sense.
It did.
Yes. But can we talk about, just to follow up, how you said the idols, the company, but the idols don't help it because Tay has recently said to us, Army, y'all knew all the songs, y'all can come on tour with us. And I was like, don't invite me to a good time. I'm going. I got a passport.
The idols definitely, they don't help. And again, I know it's fan service. I know it's a part of the job, but sometimes, like, oh my gosh, all the lives, the stuff they say at the lives, send-offs, when they have send-off, it's just like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's very easy. It's very easy to fall into a parasocial relationship, and I think it's even harder. I don't think it's harder, but I think it's even more interesting for like people from America because our celebrities don't act like you might see your fave, on an award show or like walking on the street or when like their movie or their like their albums come out. I think one thing about like the parasocial relationship that I didn't really quite catch until like recently was like, wow, like it's really a deep connection because it's kind of like you're flooded with content. So you do feel like you're getting to know them. So you do like feel a connection to you. Like you feel like you guys are similar. And I think Americans have a better time, or to me, they have like an easier time disconnecting because like one, you guys are in a different country and we don't have access to you like Korean fans or Japanese fans or anything like that. And I feel like it's easier for me as an American person and probably as an older person to be like, I don't know them. But sometimes it's really hard to kind of pull yourself out of like the bubble or the fantasy of feeling like you're connected to like a complete stranger. Because like, when we were coming up, it was like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and Boys to Men and all that. And like, they were nowhere they were nowhere. They were like at home or on tour or whatever. So there was not real connection. Like, oh my God, you're my fave. And then you leave the concert and you're fine. With like K-pop, you go to the concert, they're on live afterward telling you about their favorite parts of the show. They're eating. Like it's all built to like draw you in and keep you there. And so when Ani said like this is their job, there's only like one or two interactions that I've seen with idols where like a fan was at a concert and it was like the sign said, "Can I have your phone number?" And he goes, "Ooh, I don't know you. I'm here to make you fall in love with me, but we don't know each other." And sometimes like when I get too into something, I'd be like, that is a man and I don't know him. Stuff will happen with idols where you realize or you kind of just remember, oh, this is a person. Oh, this is a man. So you have to kind of like, kind of take a step back. But like the parasocial relationship, such a fascinating thing when you're in it. Me. Because like there have been many times where I was like, you know what? He wouldn't treat me this way. And then something will happen like, you don't know him. Like, you don't know him. That man might chew too loud in a way that you would cut another man off for. You don't know him.
Yes. I always say that, like, I love the fact that JK always says, like, he loves us and we're his friends and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I'm your friend, but I'm the type of friend that I ain't coming to your house. And that's all for real. That's for real. Like, not even just being his fan. Like, I don't go to my best friend's house like that. So I'm like, I ain't going to yours.
Girl, you better than me.
Some of them get too comfortable.
Right.
And that's because I know there's a couple girls that showed up to his place, like one with a suitcase. Like that's scary.
Yes. And I ain't got time for that. Like, I'm like, if I got time to be stalking and going to a idol's home, then I got too much time on my hand. And I got something else I can be doing with my life. Because I have a lot of things on my list that I procrastinate about. But if I have time to be doing all that, then I got too much time on my hands.
That part.
So.
Yeah. Yes. Waiting for him at the airport. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But to kind of piggyback off of what Courtney just was kind of talking about a little, why do we feel so connected to idols we never personally met?
I think Courtney kind of touched on it. Like it's so saturated. They have like all the fan meets, the variety shows, the award shows, all the live streams and social media. A lot of them have their own personal like Instagram pages. Some of them have their personal like TikTok. So they're just really just pushing like a parasocial connection. And also like the songs, like, a lot of the songs, the lyrics resonate with a lot of us too. So yeah. It's just a combination of all those things.
Yes.
Right.
How do you think fandom community like ARMY, The Blink, MOA, and others, how can we provide real emotional support and a sense of belonging? Like within the fandom and even to the idols?
I think, how do I want to say this? They like fandoms kind of create like a space where people kind of feel accepted and like you get like that sense of belonging in a sense because, we have like a shared interest. Like, hey, you like this group, I like this group too, type of thing. And you kind of find like community. Like I'll use you ladies for an example, like being like a K-pop fan, like I now have friends who also, you know, enjoy the same type of music I do. You get kind of support through difficult times. If you're going through something, celebrate achievement. And again, like sometimes you do form like genuine friendships with others.
I agree.
I think recently, because you know what really surprised me when I came into K-pop was like how friendly all the fans were. So I think that creates community and like makes you feel safe. Like you guys share a common interest and you both feel the exact same way about it. So that kind of like makes you feel welcome and it makes you feel a little less vulnerable and a lot more open to an experience that feels completely unfamiliar to you at the time, like when you come into fandom. I think one thing that I really enjoy about fandom as a multi-stan, there are many. There are so many people who are so just kind and are willing to listen and are willing to like, oh my God, like that happened. Oh my God, your boyfriend did that. Kill him. Like it creates such a space, and it's usually a woman-dominated space for like women to feel safe because no one's out here trying to get them. No one's out here to make them uncomfortable. So I love that aspect of fandom. What bothers me about fandom is there seems to be like there's like a separate fandom. Like within the fandom, within armies, there's like regular armies and then there's black armies. So like it kind of segregates itself because everyone says, like you're talking to someone at a concert about your fave and then someone comes from behind. Oh, he wouldn't like that because he doesn't like black people. What are you talking about?
Yes.
So it gets, there are so many great things about fandom, but there are quite a few other things that make you feel less welcome when you're coming into a fandom. Unfortunately, you have to find the fandom that looks like you within the fandom to feel more comfortable. Because like it's always like, yeah, he said his favorite celebrity was like Kirsten Dunst and all that, and he would never look at Halle Berry. How did we even get here? Like I just said, you asked me who my bias was, and I told you.
Yeah.
Like it like so seemingly comes out of nowhere. So I think that part of fandom hurts because like Mingy from ATEEZ. Prime example. Mingy will get on the fan call with this very specific girl who I'm rooting for because she's beautiful. She's beautiful, and they look like they have a genuine good time for that 2-minute fan call, but they're both happy about it. They're both engaged. They're enjoying it. And then in her comments will be like, why is your chest out? Or he would never go for you and all that. And it's kind of like, first of all, it's her fan call. Secondly, why do you care? Like, you don't know him. So I think fandom can be either a really great place or a really isolated place because you have to find a fandom that looks like you.
Right.
That was a really long answer. I'm sorry.
I agree. No, it wasn't. No, because
it's a great answer.
The whole dynamic of, Black K-pop stands, that's a whole nother conversation. So
truly it is.
But I can say, yes, I can say for me, I have loved, and just kind of to piggyback off what you guys just said, I have loved finding people who look like me because like even now, like starting to go to these concerts and just having other Black women who are, into K-pop or, into BTS just as much as I am. And, I'm starting to like a little bit of other groups too. You guys are pulling me into the ATEEZ family. So just finding, and just
right over here.
Yeah. So, just finding people that look like you who love this music. And I also like, Cortis. I like Cortis as well too. I like them a lot. So I have really loved seeing other women who look like me and who love K-pop because, this is a whole different type of fandom than just, being part of the Beehive, for instance.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. Where do you think the line is between healthy fandom engagement and unhealthy attachment or obsession?
Oh, it's a very easy line to blur.
Go ahead, Courtney.
No, you go ahead.
No, I agree. It definitely is a blurred line. Like, I mean, you can enjoy the music, the artists, the activities, the concert, but when it comes to when it starts okay, maybe affecting your mood, your finances, because I've seen so many people go into debt trying to go to every show, every tour stop. I think that's when it when you when you enter into a parasocial relationship, when you just become like so obsessive, it's just like a boundary that you should just like not cross. That's when it just becomes like obsessive.
I don't think K-pop companies do a good job of establishing the line between like fandom and obsession, because everything is so blurred. So you feel like you know them and you feel like they're like your boyfriend. And I think because like K-pop fans, or from what I've observed being at concerts, a lot of the fans are really younger. So they're going through puberty. They're getting out of high school. Their life is at a transitional. I feel like it's easy when you're young to become obsessive because you don't really have, I don't want to say you don't have real world experience, but you haven't experienced enough to know that maybe you shouldn't be prioritizing how you live to go to a concert. People don't pay their bills to go. Like Ani said, people go into debt and get to every stop trying to see every show. Like, I'm sure the artists appreciate how invested you are in their music and their careers and all that. But like, you have to remember yourself too. I'm not here to say that like, if you go to every stop, that's terrible. No, those are your pockets. I'm not going to count your pockets. Only you know what's going on, but there has to be like a control, like there has to be a ceiling where you feel like you can't go past, even if it is your fave. And I will say that some idols make it very clear, I don't know you. Please don't ask me to marry me in my life. We're not like that. But I think because of because like in one of James' old lives, someone's like, will you marry me? And he's like, don't say such nonsense. But it's real. I think like the companies kind of blur the line even more versus what's appropriate versus like is going to bring harm to somebody. Like idols who have kids, watching this man take his kids to school. That's none of your business. You're his fan. His kids ain't got nothing to do with this. People's wives, like it just gets very. There's a book called Idol Burning, and it's a Japanese girl who like falls in love with her idol, and her idol goes through all these scandals and stuff, and she gets depressed. Like she's suicidally depressed because her fave is like falling from grace. And like, I feel like without like somebody to be like, hey bro, that's not healthy, right? Without someone to kind of provide that control, it's very easy to become unhinged. I will say that an unhinged fan has saved an idol or two. Because there was a cheating scandal with Jungkook from and they're like, oh, he cheated. And Asasang was like, no, he stayed home all night. That didn't happen, which is like crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But like it saved him. Or like when Yuki was driving on that little power scooter and fell in front of his house, that everybody was like sending funeral wreaths, and it's like, he only got hurt. That scooter was maybe going 5 miles per hour. He fell off of it in front of his home. Y'all need to chill.
Right. Can we talk about that? Because I don't like the way the companies really don't protect the artists. Like, you let these fans send funeral wreaths and all types of things to the company. Like, I think that's crazy. Wasn't it the guy from Rise? They sent funeral wreaths because he had a girlfriend pre-debut?
Yes.
Like, why are y'all?
And one thing I learned...
It's probably because... Go ahead.
No, one thing I learned is because when Onu from SHINee, the leader of SHINee, got into a scandal, I think it was like last year, I read that they were sending funeral wreaths to his new company and they declined delivery. I was like, so they don't have to accept the funeral wreaths? That's kind of fucked up that you have the option not to and to protect your artists that way, and companies aren't. Like, you're allowing the delivery of these funeral wreaths to mentally terrorize another person, and you don't have to. I was like, so you've been able to like keep this from them the whole time, and you just felt the need not to because it's generating buzz for the company, for the album, for the group. And that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
You're traumatizing someone for money, essentially.
Yeah. Not only that too, with the funeral arrangements that they're sending for the most outlandish things, but also the airport. Like, that is crazy to me. All it takes is for their country to allow their security to tase somebody one good time, and they'll stop stalking them at the airport because it's ridiculous.
I don't think so. They get way too close, and it doesn't matter how much they get shoulder checked or shoved out of the way. They feel like it's their right to be a part of their lives because the company does not protect or establish boundaries with fans. You can be a fan of someone and respect their boundaries. Those two things can coexist. But the company's like, no, this is good for business, but it's really not. It's hurting the artist. It's mental anguish. It's the lack of humanity that's given to them because they're a product and not a person.
I agree. Yes. I just wish that they would let them, like, you know, say these things, because I know JB is good about it. I Am from Monster X is also good about it. Setting that boundary. Yeah. Minghao from 17. I wish, like, instead of pushing these parasocial relationships, they let them set the boundaries. Because I feel like that would be like, you know, maybe that'll be like a sign, like, hey, let me pull back, because at the end of the day, they're just human. Like, they're a person.
Jin definitely does set those boundaries. He don't play those games with us.
Yeah, he should.
I'm saying us, like an army, you know, like, but I'm not even gonna say army. Like, I'm taking us out of it. Those fans that say that stuff. And JK, he sets his boundaries too. He told them, like, but he says it sometimes, like, he'll laugh at Kana, but he says what I think he means what he says when he sets those boundaries. Like, he told them, don't ask him for marriage. He was like, ask Yoongi and stuff, and then started laughing. But he meant don't ask him, because he said I'm not getting married anytime soon. And he sets his clear boundaries about what they can say to him and what they can't say. And he said, don't come to my house. If you come to my house, you getting arrested. He told you what it was.
Imagine.
So I'm like, I love it. And some people might be mad, but I'm like, you forget boundaries are not supposed to make you feel good all the time.
That's a line that you shouldn't cross.
Right. I'm setting this boundary because you cannot be appropriate with me.
Right. And you guys kind of talked about how, like, idols have, like, you know, different actions and scandal conflicts. Have you guys had to personally navigate disappointment when that's happened? Like, when your favorite idol has had actions or scandal conflicts with the image that you had of them?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I feel like we touched on it.
Listen, Lord, the biggest one for me was for Taeyeol from NCT. Because he was the reason I started listening to NCT. I didn't have room for them, and I heard him sing, and I was like, well, let me see what y'all talking about. Now that man is a convicted rapist, and I was like, yeah. And then he fought, like, he had all these appeals to, like, get out of serving jail time. And he got the minimum. He got 3.5 years for him and his friends planning on assaulting someone. They took her to different locations so she wouldn't be able to remember where she was. All this. It was it was huge. It was so huge. And I was like, that's when I really kind of was like, he's still a man. Like, yeah, he's cosplaying is a safe one, but he's still a man, and men will do what they will do. Being famous does not stop a man from being a man. And it's only highlighted because you are a public figure. So, like, that was rough. Like, I mean, again, I don't know him, but it's like, damn, y'all really had me out here thinking that y'all were like unicorns, and you're just a boy. You're just a man. That was a hard come down. Like, I wasn't waiting outside his house or for him at the airport or no shit like that. But I was like, damn, like, you're just a guy. You have stupid friends. You yourself are stupid. So I don't know. That was rough. That was like a rough couple months. And then, like, right before or right after it, like, I was at an NCT Dream concert. And then the year after that, we went to go see 127. So it's like, I think y'all are cool. Please don't piss me off. I'm doing shit you shouldn't be doing. Yeah.
Right.
But also, as a Black K-pop stan, you kind of have to you have to be disappointed but not surprised because of the anti-Blackness in K-pop. People doing blackface, people wearing braids, people having slurs on their clothes, and just people saying slurs. So you always have that level of, like, please don't piss me off. Like, please don't disappoint me. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. So as a Black K-pop stan, you kind of are always in that, like, man, like, what did happen now? And then you have to decide if you want to still listen to the group. And it's crazy because that music gets so ingrained into your life that for some point, there was a point in time I was like, what did I do before this? What was I spending my money on before concerts and light sticks and, you know what I mean? Like, random merch off Weavers. Like, who was I before this? Because it envelops you so completely. Even opening K-pop albums was an experience I had never had. I was like, what the fuck? These are pictures and what is this? So it becomes so a part of you, like, that you're like, oh shit, like, and then someone does something and you're like, man, spend all this fucking money, paying your bills and shit, and now you out here. It's rough. K-pop is rough if you're
being
black.
a man.
Just being a whole man. Just making me remember y'all are stupid too.
Ondreea, what about you?
I agree. It's been a lot of disappointment. I just tried to and it really sucks because I'm just like, man, do I just stop listening to the entire group? Like, what am I supposed to do? And then it's just like I can appreciate. I guess I can appreciate the artists and hold them accountable because I mean, for NCT, they've been taking a lot of blows here the last couple years, and I just I don't want to punish the entire group off the stupidness of two people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I think that's one of the battles that I have personally. Like, do I stop listening to them or do I just I don't know. And then I know some of the K-pop stores, at least with the Tail situation, they would allow you to open the album in the store. And if you pull the Tail card, you could switch it out. So boy, NCT is really they're
telling you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know, just to piggyback off of what you guys said, some things that have been surprising to me, especially as a Black K-pop stan, like Courtney's talked about, the gentrification of our clothing, our hairstyles. And then it's like, what are you doing? Like, why do you have that on? Do you even understand what that means? Like, if you're wearing locks, do you understand where that comes from? Why are you sagging? Do you understand where sagging comes from? Do you understand the culture it came from? And then hearing what is his name? BM from Card, like a year ago or something, he was singing a song and he said the N-word. However,
he did.
I love the fact that I serve a God that gives me grace, and I like to give other people grace too, because I'm not perfect. I love the fact that he apologized. He took accountability that he hurt people and that he hurt his fans and that he said a derogatory term. And he listened. He had people come on that were fans, Black people, and he had them come on live with him, and they were able to express how it made them feel, how disappointed they were in him. And he took it as a learning lesson. So for me, I can't appreciate that. I ain't saying I'm not excusing what he did, but I can appreciate that he took accountability. He apologized, and he also listened to Black fans of his express how they felt. So, and he said it. He said, I am using this as a learning lesson. And he also said, a while later, there are a lot of Koreans when singing certain rap songs that if it got the N-word in it, they say it too. So he was like, I'm going to educate them as well and everything. So I appreciate, someone being able to do that. But some of these other ones, I'm like, okay, I'm be honest, I'm not really a fan of Big Bang. I know Big Bang is supposed to be the OG group out there. And I watched their video. I want to say it was Bang Bang, Big Bang, whatever it's called. I don't know. Bang. But something. And what's his name? Taeyang had braids. What's his name?
Yeah.
G-Dragon had
G-Dragon.
I was like, what is this? And then they had an old school car, like they was on the West Coast and the car had hydraulics and everything. I was like, Jesus. I turned it off. I couldn't even listen to the song. I turned it off. I was like, I cannot with this. And then, I'd heard that G-Dragon had gotten some trouble because I want to say he did blackface or something, but then he apologized. And I'm like, that is okay. And then, my bias, at one point, that boy looked like he had a box in his hair, like his haircut was a box.
He did.
And yes, but he stopped doing that. He did explain why he was wearing it because he said, he called it the motherland, for rap. And he said, we just wanted to imitate what we saw, Yeah, he did. He did. He was talking to
The
he was
motherland
talking
is
to Pharrell.
ridiculous.
He said something about the motherland. He said the motherland from rap, and I was like, boy, what you know about somebody's motherland? But whatever.
So
but
you're
and
in
I
your
also like to.
motherland.
Yes. And then, like his sexual lyrics that had, his lyrics that had sexual content. And then they were like, when he, as the late great Dr. Maya Angelou say, when you know better, you do better. So when he knew better, he went and had a female
A women's studies professor.
look over his lyrics to make sure they weren't offensive to women. And I was like, see, I can get behind that because, again, I'm not perfect either. I've said and done things in my life that I am sorry for and that have been hurtful to people. And I like when people make changes, real changes to do the right thing. I don't know if G Dragon ever did that, or I know Taeyang now doesn't really wear braids in his hair, but I just couldn't get behind that video. I was like, this is too much for me.
Listen. She said the God I serve would not allow this.
I was like, okay, this is what everybody's like, oh, we love Big Bang, 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 bang. I was like, nope, turn it off.
They was on. No, G Dragon and T.O.P. was on a music show talking about, what's up, my nigga? I said, ooh, not this. Yeah. Yeah, I was like,
no.
Oh my gosh, there was one. I don't know who this man was, but it was some show. I saw the clip on TikTok, and I guess the guy that was up there was from Busan, and they were like, oh, Busan, and he was like, Busan, nigga, and I was like, oh no. I will send you the clip after this, Stacey, because I was like, oh wow.
That escalated quickly, didn't it?
And like the shock on their faces was like, did he just say this? I know he ain't just say what I think he just said. And he said it so freely. I was like, ooh, well, that'll do
it.
Yes.
That will, in
all
fact,
right, let's bring
do
this.
It all.
Let's bring this back to us fans because K-pop plays a real role in our emotional lives too. Do you personally use K-pop as an emotional outlet or a coping mechanism? And what does it look like for you?
Do I?
I feel like I definitely do. If I'm stressed at work, which I am 99.9% of the time, I'll turn on some K-pop. If I'm sad, I might rewatch concert videos that I've taken, might watch videos on YouTube. Like if I'm feeling happy, I'll do that too. So I definitely kind of use it because it's like comfort to me. Music has always been kind of my go-to thing for comfort. So yeah, if I'm feeling drained, happy, sad, mad, I might again watch something, concerts, again, videos, listen to music, watch music videos. Yeah, I definitely do that.
Yeah, it's when I'm in distress. When I'm in distress, I have my headphones in. I keep mine in at work. Probably shouldn't. That's usually the place where they have me messed up the most. So it's usually, there's usually at least one in where, and there's it's comfort. It's like a soothing thing that reminds me, this is only going to last a few more minutes. Just bust it out. You can do this. You got this. And like watching, like the amount of songs you can get through when you're simply just trying to wait till you can clock out is comforting. Mm-hmm. I listened to 5 songs. Would you look at the time? It's time to go. It's time for me to go. And it definitely, like when I'm at my second job and like my day starts, I don't know why I chose Hypen, but they're the group that comforts me while I'm at work with this particular person. I was like, I don't know why.
You know why.
I don't know. Ma'am, please don't do this. But like Hypen, if I'm at my second job and like the day is starting, I'm like, you know what? Bite Me is gonna get me right. Let me just shuffle this up real quick. But yeah, any kind of emotion, like Ani said, happy, sad, mad, in traffic. The amount of times I've yelled out "It's a knife" in traffic would probably get me arrested if nobody knew the context of me yelling "It's a knife." Listen, I'll be on the phone with her. It's a fucking knife. Meanwhile, they don't know what's going on in my car. But like, I don't know why "It's a knife" is so fitting when I'm in traffic pissed. But like, hey, you cut me off, you stupid broad. It's a knife. And so, yeah. Yes. And there are groups that I listen to repeatedly because it's a comfort issue. Listen, sometimes it's a knife. Sometimes it's a whole knife. But it's definitely something I use to soothe myself when I'm scared or frustrated about something. It's not always a knife, but sometimes it's a knife.
Well, I don't know that song, but I think that would be a great car commercial. It would be a great
Listen.
car commercial. Like, you know, whatever car you may be promoting or whatever, they could have you in there. And, you
Screaming.
know, like, you know how, like, you can't hear, like, with the windows open, but then it'll have you in the like, showing you inside the car and you screaming that song? That would be a
Yep.
great car commercial.
Listen, you know what,
And
Stacey?
watch
This is one
somebody bring
idea I
out a
can get
car
behind.
commercial that look like that.
Listen, are you pissed off in traffic while you're in your Subaru? It's a knife. And I'll say it in different ways to calm myself down. So it typically goes from, it's a knife. And then I'll be like, it is a knife. It's a knife. Is it a knife? Like, I need to get my front 2 windows tinted because people be looking at a whole range of emotions when they look at me in my car, especially when I'm like agitated. Cause I was like, it's a knife, you stupid bitch. And they'll be like, it's a knife. Calm down. We're fine. We're safe. There's our exit. It's still a knife, but we're on our way home. Is it a knife though? That's like how I gauge things when I'm not on the phone in the car. I'll be like, you know what? It's a knife, and that's okay. And then if you jump in front of me, it's a motherfucking knife, and you count your days. So yes, in hyping, it is a knife. It's catchy.
I think I use it as an emotional outlet too, especially watching old lives. Like I will go sometimes and watch like a JK live because you know he likes to stay on there for like 2 hours anyway.
Doing all type of stuff.
So I'll go watch. Yes. He's so
Listen,
funny.
we vacuum, we do karaoke, we sleep. I couldn't
take
believe I sat up
shower.
there and watched him sleep.
Yes.
We do all the things.
Yes. Fold
He
underwear.
cleaned his his kitchen. You do all type of shit on the JK live. One day he gonna be doing his taxes.
He'd be drinking on there. He's cussing down, and then he had to say, you know, I'm not cussing at y'all. I'm cussing at my friends and stuff. And now he's playing games and stuff. And yeah. And the other day, his live was 7 hours because he left music on for us. Crazy. So sometimes I watch like that. Yeah. It wasn't, he said it wasn't his playlist because he was like, in case of some weird songs, it's just whatever YouTube is playing and stuff. So, but yeah, that's what he did. I was like, I cannot believe it. 12 million people were watching that. 12 million watching him play music. I said, what does that say about us?
That's our friend.
I did.
I sure did.
That's our homie.
I couldn't believe I did that. I was like, wow.
Yes.
This is what I have come to.
Have you realized
he is our friend?
How crazy it is to be excited about seeing someone's knees? Like having known a man biblically, and I see a man. Listen, I have that video on my phone because he looks so tan and happy. I was like, is that his knee? Is that a cat? Oh my God. Listen, I was like,
once you get into 18, Stacey, Jungle is always covered. Like,
always.
Really?
Top button.
So we take what we can get with him.
Listen, I'm telling you, K-pop will make you forget that you've ever dated a man before. Because I was like, this man's forehead is out and my toes are tingling. I was like, oh, am I okay?
It definitely makes you set your standard higher.
Man, because you be looking at dude and Hoochie Daddy season is my favorite, but I'd be like, they're not Jungle's knees. Go on away from me with this. You're not a decent man, are you?
You're not Kim Taeyong.
You just out here being a slut, ain't you? Listen, he was in the Hoochie Daddy shorts and, oh my, look at that.
Listen.
He was. I wonder, do they know what
really
those
been
are?
out here.
Listen.
Do they know what
I don't know.
The next time Hobie go live, I'm gonna ask him.
Online.
I'm gonna ask him in his chat. The next time he go live, I'm like, Hobie, do you know what Hoochie Daddy shorts are? And I'm gonna ask him in English because you know he'll read it out loud.
Do you know what Hoochie Daddy shorts are? That's how it's gonna go.
Yes.
He gonna be so confused.
Like, you wore some.
Listen, I saw the tattoo on your knee because you had on Hoochie Daddy shorts. You're not slick. I seen it.
Yeah, they are mess.
Oh, yeah.
I love them dudes. They're a mess though.
They are.
All right, Courtney talked about her comfort song. So, do you guys have a comfort idol, a comfort group, and as well as Ondreea? Says do you have a comfort song? Because Courtney talked about hers, but a knife. Why do we return to that same music during hard times?
I'm trying to think. Do I have? I have a comfort group. Is definitely BTS. Comfort idol is Tae. trying to think if I have like a comfort song. I know it's like certain songs that I kind of cycle through because I have like a BTS playlist. So I kind of cycle through like that playlist. Like I have a BTS playlist and then I have like a BTS favorites playlist. So I definitely cycle through my favorites playlist. So I have like Dimple in there. What else do I have? Your Eyes Tell. Just to name a couple. And I guess ATs is like working their way up to being a comfort group as well. Because I will say I once BTS enlisted, that's when I kind of started listening to other groups. And that's when I got into AT. And I just feel like with both groups, they have songs for everything, whether I'm happy, sad, mad, if it's knife worthy, they have songs for all of that. And I just kind of turn to those songs just for like comfort and motivation.
What about you, Courtney? I know you have more comfort songs besides the knife song and
I do
your
have more.
comfort group.
While BTS, I'm telling you, if you listen, let somebody cut you off, play this tonight. I bet you it'll have you lifted because it's a knife. NCT is what became like one of my big comfort groups. Like, I don't know. Another comfort song that isn't, it's a night, is Round and Round by NCTU. That was like top of the list of 2024 and 2025 iTunes wrap up. Round and Round. What else? I don't know. My tism be making me listen to the same song all the time. I'm trying to see what I listened to last. So, AT's Wonderland I love because it's really, really loud. I like AT's because they're really, really loud. That's Aura by GOT7 is a really, really good one. No Manners by Super M is always and Slidin' by Kai from EXO is a really good one. That was a really good album. He made a whole Korean language album about the girl. It's my favorite. I'll send it to you, Stacey. It's very R&B heavy. It's very like you just kind of do all this when you listen to it. Okay. Just kind of my mom. So yeah, EXO is a comfort group, but more so Baekhyun is one of my comfort idols. I don't know. That's one of her vibes. But yeah. But if I'm sad about something, I usually will listen to Baekhyun's "Cry for Love." Listen, he be having me sad about stuff that ain't happened in years, but like you feel it. But don't cry for love and really just let yourself sit there and feel it. You're gonna be hurt, but in like a very beautiful way. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably still like BTS, NCT. I don't know. I have a bunch of comfort groups. I like to, diversify my tune, my gentleman, if you will.
Gotta keep them in rotation, huh?
Yeah, keep them on their toes. Because who's going to be the favorite this year? We don't know until the end of the year.
Yes. I would say mine is BTS. They're my comfort group. I can't even say within the group do I have comfort idols because I just love I'm OT7, but I do have a bias and a bias wrecker. But I think that it depends on the songs, like how I'm feeling. Like I really love Jimin when he sings, what is it called? Serendipity. I love that song a lot. I love Home. That's like a comfort song for me, and which I'm hoping to hear tomorrow. So I'm putting that out there.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. I also have, like different songs from like their solo stuff that I like. It depends on my mood and things. But I also have like other groups. Like if I want to feel like women empowerment and stuff, I listen to like Jennie. I like that song. I listen to songs by Jessie. If I'm, feeling the K-pop and, I'm woman, hear me roar kind of like mindset. So I will listen to, them as well and everything. So I guess it just depends on the mood.
Same.
Has a specific K-pop song or lyric helped you process grief, anxiety, heartbreak, or low self-worth?
Honey, you want to go first?
Maybe. Yeah. I think like, because I do struggle a lot with like anxiety, self-doubt, I will throw on Magic Shop because I feel like I feel like that song is about like finding comfort and like believing in yourself even when, you know, things are difficult. So definitely Magic Shop. That's my comfort song. I probably should have said that at first. Now that I'm thinking about it. And also I would say Spring Day because it talks about like maybe like missing someone, healing type of thing. So those two kind of bring me comfort.
I love Magic Shop. I hope I hear Magic Shop in home tomorrow.
What's this for you?
We're going to cross our fingers. Somebody who has sound check needs to like have a sign with those songs on there.
Yes.
Like they need to.
What about you, Courtney? Do you have a song or a lyric that help you process grief or anxiety, heartbreak, or low self-worth?
Yes. During right around the time BTS found me, I didn't find them, they found me. Epiphany. Jin's song Epiphany. I was dealing with somebody and just talking to me all kinds of crazy. And like I was thinking about it. Jin's Epiphany came on. He said, "I'm the one I should love." I said, "You know what? So chill." And so like if I'm having like a rough time where I can't get out of my head, Jin's got me. I'm the one I should love. I was like, that song helped me kick somebody out of my life. Shout out to Jin for singing that song the way he did. Because he was like, "Girl, why are you so invested in this? Block him. You're the one you should love." And I did. And I absolutely did. So shout out to Jin for that. He really,
Yes.
17's, what is it? Hold on. Because I listened to that song. Because like at the end of the song, it's Woozy saying, "Muster up your energy, like pull yourself out of this and go be great." I was like, that really helped me when I was going through a tough. I'm so sad I can't think of the name of this song. It's super. And it's Woozy's part at the end. And I was like, shout out to him too. Him and Jin got me right.
That sounds like a good song. I really haven't listened to them very much, but I'm gonna have to check them out. 17.
There's 13 of them. What's
There's
not
a
to
nice young
like?
fellow named Mingyu.
I know
if you like
Mingyu.
JK, you'll like Mingyu.
I like him.
Because they homies.
Yes, I know. I know. I actually like a lot of JK's homies. I like Cha Woo, his actor homie, because I don't watch True Beauty like 80 million times. I'm to the point now I can watch True Beauty without the subtitles, okay? And I only was watching it because I like looking at Cha Woo.
The Korean from the movie. That's right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fatima.
Yeah. Yes. And I know he has a couple other friends too.
Jaehyun from 127.
Yes. Him. Mm-hmm.
Yugam from God.
And then
7.
I know he went. Yes.
I just want to introduce you.
Banchan or something.
From Stray, the leader of the Stray Children.
Stray Kids.
Yes. The Stray Kids.
He's part of the. He's part of the 97 line too. Bam Bam from God 7. Listen, the
97 line is dangerous.
Listen, who knew all that was happening in 97? Not me.
Exactly.
I was in college, living my best life.
I was not gonna say how old I am. Listen, I was like, 97 was a wild year in Korea. What was in the water over there?
Listen,
yes.
97 and 99. Like,
listen,
it was a lot going on.
The 2000s
going on.
2000 was a wild time there too. I was like, I was a whole. Listen. Anyway, not to date myself, but yeah, you know, they had a lot going on over there.
Yes, they did. I could have birthed them kids. They are too young for me. I like looking at them. They some handsome young men, but I could be their mama.
Not to block you.
I could be their mama. I'm like,
no, because there's definitely a few I could have babysat. I was like, damn. Stacey said I could have birthed them. I'm not playing with you no more, Stacey. I'm not playing with you no more.
Jungkook's only 7 years older than my daughter, or daughter Jungkook's age.
Every day we stray a little further from God's life.
A teen mom. I would have been like 19 or whatever, so I would have been a teen mom. I could have been on Teen Mom with a baby.
With a Korean JK? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Hell is too hot for this, Stacey.
I could have had a little Blasian baby and been on Korean Teen Mom. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Ooh, I wonder if they do got a Korean Teen Mom. I watched that, by the way.
Hell is too hot for this, Stacey. I'm not playing with you no more. Lord have mercy.
All right, ladies, last question. How do fan communities support the members who are going through real life mental health struggles? So how do we support our idols?
Leaving them alone, not being in their face when they out in the public.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know some people organize, like, I don't know, projects and stuff and send them encouraging messages and whatnot. But I agree with Courtney. Like, maybe just leaving them, let them be, because they're in the spotlight. So, you know, they probably just need a minute to gather themselves.
Let them people.
That's so true. I can say that I respect when, for instance, like Namjoon has talked about his mental health struggles, here lately, especially being in the military with, some of the things he was going through and not, one of the things like not being able to sleep. I respect the fact that he was open enough to share that with us. But I definitely agree with you guys. Definitely leaving them alone, letting them share whatever they need to share if they want to share with us, and just respecting that, like not having an opinion, just listening because, we need to be thankful that they even, if they even want to share that information because it's personal.
Yeah. I kind of feel like some fans feel entitled to that. Like they're entitled to every aspect of their lives. And I will blame that parasocial relationship 100%. Like at the end of the day, they are just people. They have feelings. They need time to reset and recharge just like we do. You're not entitled to every aspect of their lives.
Yes, I agree. All right, ladies, what a conversation. We covered everything from surprise songs and stage looks to all the way to parasocial relationships and how music shows up in our healing. This is exactly what You Grow Girl is about. Taking the things we love and getting honest about how they shape us. If something in this episode made you think differently about your own fandom, your own coping, or your own comfort songs, I want to hear about it. Send me a message, leave a comment, or share this episode with your fellow Army, Blink, MOA, or whatever your people are. And to every person listening, whatever your version of comfort music is, whatever your community has held you through a hard season, there is nothing wrong with finding healing in unexpected places. Just remember to keep checking in on yourself. Set healthy boundaries with social media and fandom, and never be afraid to reach out for real support when you need it. A quick reminder before we go, if any of this conversation around mental health hit close to home for you personally, please do not hesitate to reach out to a mental health professional or someone you trust. You deserve real support and not just comfort songs. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I want to thank Ondreea and Courtney for coming. Thank you, ladies, for coming. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having us again. I appreciate it.
Yes, and Courtney will be back. But don't forget to subscribe, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and now Amazon Podcasts. And leave a review. It truly helps this podcast to grow. Until next time, keep growing, keep healing, and keep finding joy in the things that bring you back to yourself. Make time to see you grow, girl.